Hey guys, this is my 1959 Series 2 from originally from England, obviously, but it's always been an original um, Los Angeles car all of its life. It came in from the UK specifically for the Los Angeles dealership back in the 60s, in the late 59. This one was a 1959 build, but it was sold in 1961. It's been all its life in California. It's been, I think, to maybe 2 or 3 owners before I got it. Found it in San Dimas. I still have the fenders. Right now I'm still working on all the brake system, so I figured it easier to work on it and patch up some holes back here on the footwells before I put the fenders back on. But I kind of like that hot rod look. Want to give you a little walk around because these are hard to find nowadays. I mean, you don't see Series 2. You see a lot of 2-ways, but not Series 2. So this is a very early model. It's got the unusual gooseneck exhaust where the tire, or the exhaust goes right, behind the tire. When I got it, that manifold was broken, and I managed to find it in Alaska through Guns N' Rovers. Pretty unusual manifold. I had to keep it original, so I did that. I love it, just so quirky. It looks pretty cool without the fenders. Right now I'm going through a Series 3 upgrade of the brake, because that's one of the only things I won't skip on. It's brakes are very important in traffic, so right now I'm just going through that whole conversion, and I've had some hiccups, but I'm getting there. So let me show you the engine. This is the 2.25. This is a early 2.25. When I got it, it had 2 burnt valves on the number, I believe it was a number 3 cylinder towards the back. So I just redid the head, not much. Just regrounded the valve, got some new valves all around, and new head gasket, and put it back together, and it fired right up. It had a Rochester carb, cleaned it up. It's been running flawless. I think that's the accelerator pump got a little gunked up, so I gotta do that. But other than that, it runs great. That generator, that thing too, just cleaned it up, cleaned the brushes, put it back together, oiled it, running flawless. I had to redo the pump twice. This is a 9-hole water pump, hard to find. I got a couple cords now, so the only way to get those is to get them running, is to rebuild your own. I really haven't done anything other than put it back together, clean up some of the wiring, and it wasn't chopped up at all. Just some little areas where the bullets on the connectors were a little bit corroded or loose, so I just redone those. You can tell this is an original bullet here connector, and it's in good condition, but you see, like this one here, I need to pull them out and clean them up, or just put some new ones. You can still get these, but by the way, these are the old ones. If you can clean them up, keep them. The new ones tend to get fatigued and they snap off, or they get loose real easily. Has an original radiator. It was really rusty, so on the inside, so I've had it for like maybe 3 to 4 months with vinegar and water, and just running it through, and I got it cleaned up already. It's not overheating anymore. It was running a little bit warm, but now I got it to run perfectly. Since I've gotten it, I've installed the the aftermarket. It's an original Land Rover gauge that has the water temperature and the oil gauge combination. I'll show you that in a bit. You know, there it is. There's the hose. I'm adding a new light. I'll show you guys that in the next video. I'll be covering it, making it look a little bit more stock, hiding it in between the fenders. But I gotta add a little fog light. There's only one hole here in the whole frame. That's the only hole, and it's probably due to the battery. Other than that, it's pretty solid all around. You know, there's no cancerous sections in the frame at all. Right here, I started adding some surface shield. I kind of like that stuff better than the fluid film or any of that stuff. It doesn't attract, once it dries, it doesn't attract that much dirt, so it sticks on pretty well. I'll be showing that later on. So here she is, you know. This one was in San Dimas during a fire, and there was a fire back in the, I think either late 80s or early 90s, and it was in the previous owner had it, and there was a fire nearby, and there's all luckily the two trucks. There was another 109 that was in the whole thing too, and didn't get burned, but all the rubber really suffered. Seat didn't, but this one would. Nothing to see here. Anyhow, this is the inside of that. You know, it's got the original here, all the stuff for the brakes. But here's the original Smith's heater. That thing is keep my cab nice and toasty. It's got, my son did this. This was his vision for the truck. Kind of looked pretty good, right? Did a good job on it. So only thing I've added for safety has been here's that temperature combo gauge, the Smith's one, and I've added this is gonna be for the USB lights for charging. It's gonna be the fog light. This is an original hazard. That's all I've added. You know, this is your turning signal switch on the dash. Pretty rare unit too. I got a spare, but I broke the knob. I needed looking for a new knob, but it works fine for now. These have been refurbished, cleaned up. This is a newer one, newer stock one, but worked well. Original upholstery. Never been smoked in. I mean, by a driver, but the city smoked on it, or the environment smoked on it during that fire. I'm leaving that there for now. That's fine. It doesn't do anything. Maybe one day I'll keep all those pieces to refurbish the headliner. But for now, there's better things to worry about, like brakes. The deluxe seats, I'm sure those were updated by the previous owner. You know, because those were a Series II seat, if I'm not mistaken. When I got it, it did have the Smith's overdrive. I'm sorry. The Ferry overdrive, not Smith's. Ferry overdrive. I do have a Roamer, and I kind of like this one better. Shifts nicer, just a little bit more careful in shifting, not to grind any of the gears. But this one, it's really smooth. Never had a problem with it. I do need to service it, so that's kind of next in the list of things to do. These are pretty cool. I love these. It took a little while to get them to loosen up, but you know, they're just great. They let a lot of air in. Added that little rearview mirror. Door tops are original. As you can see, I did do a patch right here. It was pretty bad in that corner, but yeah, here she is. Like, I love the little body style. I mean, it's nimble. I've loaded a lot of stuff on it too. I got the original wheels, which are white, with the original patina. Kept those original. My son wanted red wheels, so I had a set of spares and put those in. Hubs work perfect. Love that. Refurbished those, cleaned those up, and they're great. Did change the it's got a new regulator for the charging system. That one works now really well. Charges perfectly. Just original patina. This was well, here I start with this one. This is for a school in San Dimas area called Web School. It was part of their agricultural program, and they used it in the school for that. And then Soho, Winnie, pretty cool to see those, you know, the original patina on this truck, including the dent. I'll probably pull that out a little bit, but I'll leave it as you know, as original as. I mean, I don't know who hit it, but. And here's my PTO. I love that thing. You see in one of my previous videos, I have a fountain running off of this one on my 88 inch. I'm gonna be connecting it when I gotta get a longer drive shaft for it. Here's the patina on this side as well. I mean, right now it's been parked for about a month. It's all dirty, and I don't know, it's something here, Corona of Rod. I don't know what that means. I love this little truck. It's so nimble. It's so much fun to drive. I gotta patch these up right here. Keep them from continuing to. I don't know. I'll probably get a license plate for this or some kind of road sign for big pieces. But that's it. You know, pretty cool truck. I love it. Original as much as possible. You know, got a lot of patina, a lot of dirt right now. I've been pretty much parked sitting there. Stay tuned for my other video. I'll be showing another one really soon, filming another one showing the light that I'm going to be putting in there. So stay tuned for that one. See you on the next one.